Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and I'm here to talk today about building the Black Knight for Kingdom Death. There is an issue that plagues the model, and I'm led to understand that a number of members of the community are having trouble working out how to assemble it. Now, there is a trick that makes this a lot easier, and because my camera has limited memory, I'm going to now switch to screen share and capture from the monitor. See you in a moment. Now for this video I'm using the official photographs from Kickstarter update 109 on the 1.5 Kingdom Death Kickstarter, and I'm doing this so I can show you close-ups of the shoulders, as that is the issue that has caused a lot of people some trouble. We may need to refer to this picture, but this is the main one we'll be using. So most people will probably have little to no trouble at all assembling the entire body, the cloak, everything except for the arms. When it comes to the arms, each of the pauldrons has a dog-like face upon it with folded over ears. The ears are a separate piece attached to a rod that fits into a groove on the back of the shoulders. Most people have worked this out. It's fairly straightforward. You look at it, you see it. What's tricky is working out which pair of ears go on which shoulder and the correct angle they should be placed at. Each of the arms fits snugly and smoothly with the body without the ears in place. When you attempt to fit the ears, it's hard to get the correct angle, and you'll also find that the rod that connects the ears will cause a bulge on the back of the pauldron, which will mean that the arm cannot attach to the body if the rod is inserted at an incorrect angle. There is a trick to this which makes it much easier to sort out. The right arm has a rectangular recess on the inside of the pauldron. This rectangular recess has 3 corners and the 4th corner is missing. It does not match anything on the body and is not required for the arm to attach to the body. As I mentioned, one of the 4 corners of that rectangle is missing. It's on the rod that connects the ears. When you look at the 2 ear rods, one of them will have a strange right angle cornered notch in it. That is the one that must go into the right hand shoulder, with the notch facing downwards towards the hand. Then simply rotate the rod until the corner matches up with the rectangle, completing the rectangle. That is the correct order, well, it's the correct angle to glue this rod in. Once you've done that, it might help to do this before attaching that arm. You can insert the other rod on the other side and rotate it to match the angle that this one is at, by which I mean the angle of the ears sticking out. So they're sticking out up here, not down here or something. The rod on this side is narrower at one end, I think it's the front end, and has a slight bulge towards the back, meaning that it will often seem to not fit if inserted the wrong way round or at the wrong angle. I initially started to scrape down the sides of the rod for a few seconds to try and, because for a brief moment my mind thought, hey, maybe these rods are too fat on purpose because they don't want it to break on the sprue and you're supposed to trim it down to fit in. After a few seconds of very light scraping, I thought better of it and went and looked at things again. If this rod doesn't seem to fit, you might have it back to front, in which case just turn it around, or you don't have the angle quite right, so just stick it in, rotate it, and once it's at the same angle as these ears here, it will fit snugly and be perfect, and you can assemble the model. There. I hope you've all enjoyed this little message. I'm going to go enjoy putting off painting mine now for as long as possible. I've got some ideas, what I want him to look like. We'll wait and see how it turns out. If you've already built this model, and you've probably picked up on these tricks already, that's great. If you haven't, if you're one of those people who is very frustrated trying to work out how to do it, I hope this video has been helpful to you. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a comment down below. You know, like and dislike buttons are all there. Feel free to use them. Oh, unless you're, well, YouTube disabled the dislike button, but there's a way to find it again. If you know that way, you probably know already, and I don't need to tell you. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. See you in the next video if you want to stop by and see some of the other things I put up. Otherwise, hey, have a nice day.